Most devs run Claude Code completely vanilla. You install it, you type, you wait. That is the whole loop. And that loop is about 10% of what the tool can actually do. Anthropic shipped 19 separate setup, hooks into Claude Code, config files, memory files, hooks, skills, commands, agents, connectors, schedulers, and almost nobody touches them. This video is the 19-step fix. Every one of them is a file or a setting you create once and never think about again. Comment, setup, and I will send the full checklist as a PDF. Let's run them. Step 1. The settings.json hierarchy. 3 layers: project, user, and local. Project lives in .claude/settings.json inside the repo. User lives in tilde slash dot .claude slash settings dot .json. Local lives in .claude slash settings dot local dot .json. Git ignored. Local beats, user beats project. This is where you tune everything else. Step 2. Permissions. 2 arrays: allow and deny. You whitelist the bash commands you trust: npm runlint, git status, ripgrep. So Claude stops asking permission for every read. You blacklist anything you never wanted touching. Approve once, save forever. Step 3. The status line. A shell command driven prompt at the bottom of every session. Show the model. Show the Git branch. Show your tokens this session counter. 12 lines of bash, and you stop guessing what mode you are in. Step 4. Output styles. Default, explanatory, learning, or your own. Switch them mid session. Explanatory teaches you what Claude is doing while it does it. Custom lets you brand the voice for your team. Step 5. Project Claude.md. A markdown file in the repo root that Claude reads on every start. The conventions of the codebase, the deploy commands, the names of the people who care about each folder, the rules you are tired of repeating. Step 6. User claude.md at tilde slash dot claude slash claude.md. Your global preferences across every project. How you like commits written. Which tests must always pass. The libraries you forbid. This file follows you everywhere. Step 7. The auto memory system. Claude Code can write, recall, and update its own memory files across sessions. You teach it once, your role, your project, your feedback, and it remembers in the next conversation. Most people never enable it and re explain themselves every morning. The 3 memory files compound. After 2 weeks, Claude knows you better than your last contractor did. Step 8. Hooks. Shell commands the harness runs automatically on events. Pre-tool use runs before any tool call. Gatekeep dangerous bash. Post-tool use runs after auto-format files Claude just edited. Stop runs at end of turn. Fire a desktop notification when the long job finishes. Session start runs on launch. Preload your to-do list. Hooks turn Claude Code from a chat into a build system. Step 9. Custom/commands. Markdown files in .claude/commands. Each one becomes a slash command. slash ship runs your release prep, slash review runs your code review prompt, slash stand up writes your daily update. Save your best prompts as commands and stop retyping. Step 10. Subagents. Mark down files in .claude slash agents. Each one is a sub-Claude with its own system prompt, its own tool whitelist, its own model. You spawn them on demand. One for security review, one for migration drafting, one for explaining old code. Main Claude orchestrates, agents do the work. Your context window stays clean. Step 11. Skills. Reusable playbooks. Claude loads on its own when the user prompt matches. Project skills live in .claude slash skills. Global skills live in tilde slash .claude slash skills. Each one is a folder with a single skill.md telling Claude when to use it and how. Skills are the difference between prompting and operating. Step 12. MCP servers, the Model Context Protocol. One command, Claude MCP add, and Claude Code can now talk to a database, a vector store, a custom internal API. There is a registry of community servers. There are official ones from Anthropic. Add 3 on day 1. Step 13. Native connectors. The one-click integrations for Gmail, Drive, Slack, Calendar, GitHub. No MCP setup. No API keys. You sign in and Claude can read those tools inside the session. Always prefer native connectors over MCP when both exist. Fewer moving parts, fewer tokens, faster auth. Step 14. Plan mode. Shift tab toggles a read-only thinking mode where Claude maps out the whole change before writing a single line. You approve the plan. Then it executes. The number of broken refactors plan mode has saved me from is silly. Step 15. The slash resume command. Every Claude Code session is saved. Slash resume pulls up the last 20 conversations across every project. You start a session at 9 a.m., get pulled into a meeting, resume the exact same context at 1 p.m. Your work survives the calendar. Step 16. Background tasks plus monitor. Long-running shell commands run in the background. Claude does not block. Monitor streams the output back. So Claude can kick off a deploy, keep coding, and react when the deploy lands. One agent. Two workflows. No babysitting. Step 17. Work trees. Git work trees let Claude work on a feature branch in an isolated directory while you keep editing main. Spawn an agent in a work tree. It cannot touch your files. It opens a pull request when it is done. Now you can run 3 parallel Claudes on 3 branches without merge chaos. Step 18. Scheduled agents. The slash schedule command or the cron API lets you run a Claude Code prompt on a recurring timer. Every morning at 8, summarize yesterday's commits to Slack. Every Friday, draft the weekly investor update from this week's data. Claude on autopilot. Step 19. The IDE extension. VS Code and JetBrains. Both have official Claude Code extensions. Selection becomes context. Errors become prompts. Diffs render inline. The terminal-only workflow is fine, but the extension is faster for everything you already do in your editor. 19 files, 19 settings, 20 minutes of setup. Most devs run vanilla. Claude Code for months and wonder why other people seem to ship faster. They are not faster. They just did the 19 steps. Comment setup. I will send the full checklist with every command, every file path, every example config you need to copy. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. On Facebook, it is supporter. On YouTube, it is just free. One click. It tells the algorithm to send you more videos like this one. If this helped, please subscribe and support the channel. Comment setup below. I will send the 19-step Claude Code Setup Checklist as a PDF. Inside, one page per step, every file path, every example settings, .json snippet, every hook template, every command, every skill stub you need to copy. The exact order to do them in. The 20-minute install plan paste ready. Built for devs who already use Claude Code and want the other 90%. Free. Bite size AI drops on Instagram at Hyper Automation Labs. Deep dives here on YouTube. Subscribe early. Win early.